You have just picked up your iPhone 14 Pro or Pro Max, and now you want to kit yourself out with some of the best accessories. Now I've got 7 of them today for you. Now links will be down below, starting with the first thing that most people go for with any phone, and that is the case. This one is from a company called Magpac, and I literally have one of them for every single phone that I seriously use on a day-to-day basis. Now, firstly, it is a decent thickness, so it actually protects your phone from drops at all angles. It also protects the cameras on the back with a slightly raised bump here as well, and it protects the glass on the front with a raised edge all around the phone. Now, the case also has MagSafe built into it, so all of your usual accessories, chargers, wallets, all those kind of things will work as well. All good stuff. But the magic trick on this case is that these MagSafe magnets are strong enough to stick to any metal surface. Now you might be saying to yourself, why is that a good thing? Well, when I'm at the gym, I can literally stick this phone to the equipment in front of me and follow the workout on my workout app, or maybe watch a video. It's really helpful in kitchens too, if you want to stick it to the front of a microwave or oven or a fridge. Again, same reasons to watch a video or just have your phone in easy reach if you're mid-texting with somebody. Now they also make, somewhere on here, they also do make wallets, which in my opinion are better than Apple's own kind of MagSafe wallets, because you can fit double the amount of cards in here as well. Plus, it, speaking of doubling, doubles as a stand for your iPhone as well. So that's really handy just to stand your phone up if you want to watch some content or, eat your lunch whilst you're scrolling through your social media. But personally for me, I don't really use a wallet because I just Apple Pay everything. But you can see here, the magnets on this thing are so strong that you cannot. There we go. Oh, wish I had the screen protector on. Now, once you've got your case, you're probably going to want to protect the screen on your phone, and also protecting your phone against the biggest threat to all of our phone screens, and that is this sodding button that is on every single pair of jeans, which put a scratch on my iPhone screen, literally between taking mine off so I could shoot footage of me fitting one, again for this video, just. So there are a few options here, from the most expensive and best to the cheapest, which are also pretty good. Now I've featured this one before, and it is the Whitestone Dome Glass. Now this does take some time to fit because this does actually use glue to glue the screen protector to the front using this kind of mechanical thing that you put together. And then you use this USB powered UV light, which then cures the glue once it's all stuck down on top of your screen. And since you are literally squirting glue onto the screen, you need to tape up all the buttons to make sure that no glue gets inside any gaps, the SIM tray, and there's no SIM tray on the iPhone 14, depending which country you're in. And then just you don't want it to set and then jam up your phone or your buttons and everything like that. Now you also get 2 of them in the box, which is really handy since I'm just notoriously bad at fitting screen protectors right the first time. So that's always handy to have. I'm in the middle of fitting the Dome Glass screen protector, and I mentioned that because I took the glass screen protector off to shoot the footage and then I got a scratch on the screen. Well, actually fitting the Dome Glass back onto it again, I think it's the actual glue in the Dome Glass is actually kind of filled in. I don't know if you can see it on the recording here on the top down, but a lot worse before I fitted the screen protector. But I think the glue's filled in the scratch a little bit because it's definitely not as bad as it was before. So yeah, if you do have a few micro scratches on your screen, the Dome Glass, the glue might actually fill in a lot of those scratches and make your screen less scratchy. Anyway, back to me. So as far as the kind of best you can get, I would say the Dome Glass is pretty damn good, if a little tricky to fit. Now the next step down is this Spigen screen protector. Now it doesn't use glue or anything as serious as the Dome Glass one, but this is by far the easiest one to fit. You literally just push it into the holder, push it on, smooth out any bubbles, and that's literally it. It's so easy to use. And then thirdly, this is a super cheap one, but actually one I've been really enjoying recently. Now this one actually has a matte texture on top, as you can see here, which minimizes any reflections from lights, or if you're outside, it doesn't, reflect the sun. So it makes it much nicer to use in brighter environments. And it has a really smooth finish to the top of it as well. So, your fingers just slide around on top of it. Now, some people don't like this, and it actually took me a few days to really come around to how this feels on my phone. But now it is on, I do actually think it's something I do quite like. So there are your 3 options. Oh, and also this one also has a camera module protector. So this whole module sits on top of your camera module to protect your lenses. And that's also a really nice thing to have, rather than having the individual lens covers, which can get quite tricky over time. Okay, over now to the charger, which Apple famously doesn't include anymore. And there is, of course, a huge range of MagSafe chargers around. I just love the simplicity of just picking up a phone and just slapping it onto a charger and just know that it charges. And I've tried a lot of different options over the years, but the ones I've settled on right now are these two Nomad chargers. Now these are both the dual and the single charger. I've got the dual charger next to my bed and the single charger normally sits on my desk. They are probably like the heaviest and most solidly built chargers I've ever come across. They're definitely not something you want to kind of take in your suitcase. They weigh an absolute ton, but they look and they work fantastically. Now I've got mine connected to an Anker 65 watt 543 charger at my bedside table because that also has, you know, a few USB-A and a few USB-C ports to charge other devices next to me, like my Oura Ring and Whoop Strap and just anything else that needs charging. Now since the iPhone only charges at 15 watts and the Apple Watch at around 5 watts or so you've got plenty of watts left for like everything else to charge on this, as well as the Anker adapter as well. I've got some sticky stuff on the back, so it basically sticks to the back of my cabinet. Now, as far as wired charging goes, all the iPhone 14 range can charge at around 26 to 27 watts. So firstly, this Ugreen 45 watts mini charger comes with 2 USB-C ports on the bottom of it. And so you can charge your phone, plus, you know, a second device like your watch or another phone or whatever it is, your AirPods. And since it is 45 watts, there is plenty of room in case the iPhone 15 comes out, which, you know, might have faster charging, or you switch to maybe an Android phone that does have faster charging like the S23 Ultra or something. Now here in the UK we have these like 3-pin plugs which basically makes any charger pretty gigantic, but the US version of this is much smaller. And just to show you, here is a really cool one which was sent out to me recently by Shargeek. So yeah, this is a 35 watt charger from Shargeek, and other than the fact it looks like straight up really cool looking like an old school Mac, it also has a huge size difference to like a UK charger. So if you just look at the two here, it is quite like a size difference between the two here. So yeah. Now I love the look of this thing and I'll probably throw this in my bag whenever I travel just due to how small it is. And then for car chargers, now this is pretty specific, but I have this Magpac charger that is designed to fit onto the side of the center console screen in my Tesla, which is also magnetic and works with any MagSafe phone and with the Magpac cases, and it just sticks to the phone like glue. And it works nicely to both charge your phone and puts it in the best position whilst you're driving. You know, if you do want to use your phone for navigation instead of paying like the monthly subscription fee for Tesla's navigation. So let's talk about the audio now. So everyone is probably just going to say, go with the AirPod Pros, and they are good, but they just don't stay in my ears. I don't know if I have just some weird shaped ears. If I'm working out, I find myself just having to keep like pushing them like back in every few seconds or so. Now there is a fix for this, and that is with these ear tips, and I'll leave a link down below for which ones they are. But these replace the silicone ear tips with foam, which actually expands to fill your ears, so you get a much better seal around your ears. So it does a better job at like noise cancellation and isolation and those kind of things. And it does a better job at actually keeping them in because it expands into your ears. But honestly speaking, day to day, I just don't use these. Now I either use the Beats Fit Pros because they sound, in my opinion, just as good, but they have this little hook on the top here which actually hooks into your ear, and for me at least that makes all the difference. And I use these at the gym. I don't have to keep pushing them in my ears or anything like that. Or I've actually started using the AirPods Max like a whole lot more recently. Now, not just with my iPhone, but with like the Apple TV specifically. And you honestly, you can't appreciate this until you try it yourself. But I've been watching like a movie recently while sitting on the sofa. It sounds like that I get the same 5.1 surround sound experience from like my actual home theater, but while sitting in silence and wearing these and being able to hold a conversation with someone else in pure like silence. Now, in fact, actually, it's better than that because these AirPod Maxes can go full Dolby Atmos, which is obviously better than like the 5.1 surround sound that I've got like pre-wired into my living room. And with the head tracking feature enabled, if you turn your head, it sounds like the audio is coming from like the speakers placed around your room as you turn your head. Like it just, the sound stays in the same position. It's so good. I've never really used or appreciated this. And like, honestly, I've never really used the AirPod Max other than to review them on this channel. But literally, like now it's like a year later, or maybe even more than that, I'm finally starting to appreciate like what these headphones are capable of. And it is really good. Now, as far as the watch experience goes, it's basically an Apple Watch, but the Apple Watch for me is the Ultra version. Now, the extra battery life for me is incredible. The finish is also really great, and I just love like the color of this international orange action button, whatever it's called. I'm always a big fan of orange. And I've always just used the stock Apple bands that have come with my watches. But recently, a brand called Bandwork asked if they could send me like a few products. And guys, like talk about an unboxing experience. Like this is insane. Like every product you buy comes hand wrapped in like paper and tied with string. Then once you unwrap that, you have this little wooden kind of coffin box which has your product in there. Once you open the door of the coffin box, you get a pouch inside, and then you get the product itself. And these products are all like beautiful product. And that's not because they've sent them to me. I mean, damn, these are really nice products. Now, so much so that I've actually been wearing my favorite like leather watch strap for the last month. And now that it's worn in, I just love the whole look and feel of like a real leather watch strap. Now, they are all really high quality leather, which does mean they're quite stiff and like quite tough to begin with, so you need to like wear them in. They also sent me out their stainless steel anthracite band. I think that's how you pronounce it. And this is something I'm like obsessed with, and I'm gonna basically wear it the other half of the time like this leather band isn't on, as well as like looking really great if you want to, you know, go out and get dressed up or what have you. And they don't just make Apple Watch bands. They've got these sick looking iPhone cases as well that look really, really high end and classy. Like this one looks kind of like it should be made by, I don't know, like Dolce & Gabbana or something like that. They also make this matching red leather watch strap, same kind of quality, same color, same leather, looks really, really good. And there's even a matching AirTag holder as well in the same finish. Just looks so nice. Oh yeah, and also these little leather AirPod Pro pouches as well. So yeah, huge thank you to Bandwork for sending these out. You're gonna be seeing a whole lot more of their products in this channel because I basically love them and want to wear more of them. Actually, comment down below from these products you're seeing right now, which one you'd like, and I will pick a lucky winner and I will send it to you. We've got a couple of Apple Watch straps, we've got the AirPod pouches, we've got the AirTag pouch as well, and we have 2 iPhone 14 cases as well. So yeah, comment down below which one you'd like to see, and I will pick a lucky winner and send it to you, and we'll draw the winner after, was it 30 days after this video has been posted. And if you do want to go and order your own, then this discount code came in the package I received. Only one person can use this code, so go and use it if you can do, and you'll get, what's that, 10 euros off of your own order. So yeah, thank you, and you're welcome. Okay, 2 products now that you probably aren't expecting. Now, this is the Backbone, and is a gaming controller that you just slide onto your phone. Now you have this kind of like Nintendo Switch type console, which you can now use to remotely stream your games from either your PlayStation or your Xbox console. You can also use it to play any mobile games which support controller input, like you know, Apple Arcade games. And this thing is great for when like you're commuting to work or for car journeys, particularly car journeys with the kids in the back, as it's something to keep them entertained. Now, the one caveat with this is that you do need a strong connection when you use the remote play function with your console at home. So you need both a good connection at your home and a good connection on your mobile phone. But it has been good enough for me to play a few rounds of Fortnite or like Spider-Man streaming from my consoles. And it is a great way of bringing this like mobile gaming experience with you instead of packing something like bulkier, like a full-on Nintendo Switch or the new Project Q from PlayStation. There is also a headphone port on the bottom and a lightning port, so you can still charge your phone whilst playing games. And this has been one of the best like mobile gaming controls that I've used before on my phone. Now, second is the Insta360 Flow, which is a really compact but like really flexible gadget to bring with you. It has a tripod built into the bottom. It also extends into like this selfie stick. Your phone also sticks magnetically with this little clamp. And there's also this like little LED light that you can also clip on as well. And there's even a cold shoe mount where you can mount like something like an external microphone to this as well. And this thing has some of the best features that I've seen in a gimbal for quite a while now. And it will basically follow whatever or whoever you want it to follow, even in really tricky situations. It also has gesture controls and super simple controls on the actual device itself. And even just getting it going is just a case of like unfolding it and it switches on, it stabilizes itself, and then prompts you to open the app on your phone. So it is really, really great option if you want to get things started with a gimbal for your phone. And in fact, a lot of the footage from this video was shot with the iPhone 14 Pro Max and this gimbal, so definitely worth looking at this and checking it out. So let me know which accessory was your favorite. Please do check out Bandwork for their insanely high quality products, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, bye-bye.